All of us do it. It's a part of our daily routine. We have a daily fart schedule that we abide by like we're listening to the word of God from the Bible. It's a sort of code that we live by that, you just gotta let it rip like a Beyblade whenever you feel it coming. You just gotta let that thing go, sound like a tractor starting up. And perhaps you have one that sounds like a little mouse squeaking, a little silent squeaky one. Sometimes you have a completely silent one, but it's very vicious and deadly. And then other times, you have a wet one where, you thought it was a fart. Turns out you pooped in your pants. And now you have to go to the bathroom and throw your underwear away because you can't be known as Captain Chocolate Underpants for the rest of high school. And you may be wondering now that I've mentioned all this stuff about farting and, pooping on yourself. What does this have to do with the video? Why are you talking about this right now? Are you just fantasizing about something? Maybe you want Lizzo to sit on your face and fart on you? Maybe I do, but this is for the sake of a video. Today we're going to be looking at some fart crimes. I thought it was pretty funny. I heard about a story where someone farted on someone and they got really upset, so they basically just pistol whipped them and it started like a whole gunfight. And then I got to looking through all of these crimes that involved or were caused by farts, and you'd be surprised the amount of damage a single fart can do to someone. So first up here we have a story from a Dollar General. Yeah, the place where everyone loves to go, the place where only the high class, the top 1% shop, and definitely doesn't have hookers that hang out inside the store instead of behind it. But yeah, the headline of this says, "Farting loudly leads to charge of assault with a deadly weapon, cops say." And I know what you're saying. How could a fart lead to assault with a deadly weapon? That seems like a pretty wide gap of events. But no, that is a very accurate title. This woman pulled a knife and threatened to gut a fellow shopper who complained about her loud farts in a store checkout line, investigators say. So this 37-year-old lady, there was a man behind her. She pulled out her pocket knife on the man because she farted. And he said something about, he complained about her farting loudly. Women aren't supposed to fart loud. When they fart, they're supposed to, toot it out and then go, "Excuse me." But this lady was letting them rip like she was chugging a gallon of Mountain Dew while shooting up heroin. She had no regard for human life. She was letting them things rip regardless of anyone being around her. And I guess they were loud enough that it sounded like someone was starting up a helicopter on the roof. So the guy said, "I'm going to go complain about this because, this lady's farts are too loud." And apparently she didn't take too kindly to that. So she whipped out a pocket knife and said, "If you complain about my farts one more time, I'm going to gut you. My farts smell like dandelions. And they sound like, Beethoven's 5th Symphony. So if you say that one more time, you're getting gutted, buddy." And also the lady that pulled a knife on the guy in the dollar store, you could have inferred that from the crime that occurred, but, she was from Florida. A Florida dollar store. It doesn't get much lower than that. And this is a pretty simple one right here. We can just breeze through this one. It says, "Loud fart gives away suspect's hiding spot to police." So they were looking for him for possession of controlled substance, and, the dogs caught a whiff of him after he let one rip. That's the number one rule. When you're hiding from police and they got dogs out searching for you, don't poop your pants. Just wait to poop your pants till when you're inside a jail. Then maybe they won't want to, have their way with you, but definitely don't fart while you're hiding. That's the number one rule of any type of hiding game. Even if you're playing hide and seek, you never fart. If you fart and someone else is beside you, you deserve death above all. You're giving away hiding spots. That's just a number one unspoken rule. And for our final fart story here, it's a fart sparks shootout between rival Spanish gypsy clans. Just thinking about that in my head, a fart leading to a shootout. Just imagine that. Someone just lifts up their butt cheeks, one side, how you do in school, you just lift up real nonchalantly, act like you're stretching, let one rip. "You fart on me? Bro, you fart on me?" It's so funny. It's just so hilarious. The fracas, I don't know what that means, erupted between gypsy clans in eastern Spain when a member of one family let one rip while walking past a young man from the rival family shortly before midnight on Sunday. So they were they were repping their different colors or whatever they do in the gypsy clans, doing their little dances past each other, and then one of them let one rip. He let one toot while he was going by, and that was his first mistake. And then he doesn't apologize, and the guy says, "Hey bro, you farted on me. I can't have no rival clan fart linger around in my clothes. You apologize. You know what? You're not even going to get the chance to apologize." That's just literally the dumbest reason you can start a gunfight. Someone farted on you. I mean, if someone farted on me, I would be pretty mad. I might get to the get to the thought process of thinking I would want to shoot them or get physically involved in, beating them to death, but I'm not gonna act on those urges. It's a fart. It's not like they're trying to gas you out with some kind of poisonous gas, even though it may smell god awful, like they haven't cleaned out their bowels in about 12 days. They've been saving up that fart since the day they were born. But you can't kill someone over a fart. That's not going to hold up well in the justice system. I don't think the Constitution, or in this case, whatever Spain has, a couple people in the mariachi hats, slamming the gavel down, order in the court, mariachi, something like that. That's how I imagine Spanish courts go. I don't think they protect against killing someone over a fart either, I would imagine. The situation quickly escalated, with a wife of one of the men joining the fray, claiming she was insulted by the fart, naturally, and then the other man's wife also getting involved, until guns were pulled and shots fired. In that way, what began as a bit of silliness grew more and more violent, ended up with a double shooting. 57-year-old was shot 3 times in the stomach and is being treated in intensive care unit at Valencia Hospital, where his condition is described as serious. His 29-year-old son received a bullet to the leg, but is expected to make a full recovery. I'm going to leave you guys with a good old fart joke before we leave. Fart jokes. Let's see what the best fart joke is. 48 hilarious fart jokes. Why do you have to watch out for ninjas' farts? They're silent, but deadly. What's invisible and smells like carrots? A bunny. Okay. What happens when you make a bean and onion casserole? Okay, tear gas. Wow, did you just fart? Because, okay. What is the definition of bravery? A man with diarrhea chancing a fart. And that's it, folks. That's the one we're ending off with. Ending off with that. That's the chapter 1. That's the genesis of how to be a man. So one thing I want you guys to learn and live by from this video is, if someone farts on you, don't pull a gun on them. Maybe they deserve a slap or something. You maybe fart back on them, mix your fart with theirs, create a toxic gas to take out the entire world or something. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. So yeah, in conclusion, I guess farts really can be a deadly weapon.